Civic Center with the most thunderous roar this new building has heard. Take a look at the series notes. Who's this new guy? Yeah. Where's that guy been in a cave?
They're probably talking about Chris Kobiak.
Take a look at the notes on this series between these two. The Magic have won the last two. The Bulls won big in the one game played here, 109-77, in the much ballyhooed return of Horace Grant to Chicago. There's Horace Grant right there. A big reason why the Bulls won 3 world championships in a row. Tremendous power forward. And there is number 45, Michael Jordan. Michael loading up. Finds Red Kerr.
Yeah?
There it is.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Who needs that?
There you go. You can
Good to have it back. Yeah.
Nice to get dusted here. Tonight's officials. Derek Stafford, Joe Forte, Mike Mathis. And tonight's overhead camera is provided by Southwest Airlines. There is the camera. And as we say, in a moment you'll see what it looks like from there. Over the top of Shaquille O'Neal and Will Purdue. Magic in the traveling blue, the Bulls in the home whites, and we're underway. Pippin nearly took it away from Donald Royal. This is Anthony Hardaway, picked up by B.J. Armstrong to start. Jordan is on Nick Anderson. Pippin guards Donald Royal. And they go into the post and Shaquille O'Neal. Armstrong assembles a triangle to the left. Reverse to Jordan. Here's Tony Kukoc. Pippin on the block. Double team from Horace Grant. Spins baseline and finds Purdue. Lost the handle on it, but was fouled on the play. Foul is on Shaquille O'Neal. His first and the first on the team.
Now, Michael picked up 3 fouls in that game in Boston the other day, and the Boston fans all booed. You might find the same thing here if Shaq doesn't stay in this game.
Here's Will Purdue at the free throw line. 3 games against the Magic this year, averaging 7 points and almost 6 rebounds a game.
Man, at this pace, Will has outscored Shaq 1-0.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
This has been an exciting day here at the United Center.
Red, it's been an exciting 2 weeks. Purdue keeps it alive, and Red Kerr's got it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Orlando Magic.
You want me to sign that for him when it was over here.
Horace Grant comes over and obliges Penny Hardaway. Tony Kukoc is guarding Horace Grant. And, of course, Shaq being picked up by Will Purdue. O'Neal a little bit off his block there. Anderson, that's a good spot for him, and he's got 3.
I hate to see him double like that. Let him go a little bit against it. That gets Nick Anderson off here at home in Chicago.
Armstrong out of the point. Scottie Pippin elevates. Anderson the rebound. Magic leading by 2 here in the early going of the United Center. Hardaway to O'Neal, denied by Purdue, and here comes Pippin. Bulls have numbers to Armstrong inside on Grant.
Or they overload that one side, that left side, so they can get the ball into Shaq, but it just wasn't there.
Donald Royal right by Kukoc. O'Neal on the tip, and again Shaquille. Purdue knocks it away from O'Neal, and here comes Jordan with a 3-on-2. Armstrong for 3.
Hello! Good times are here again. Get back. Michael's got to hustle back. He's got Shaq.
The lead, Shaquille O'Neal. Bulls by 1. Boy, an electric opening 2 minutes as these two teams go at it. With the crowd noise and everything else. Jordan out of the arc, gets by Hardaway. Penny got a piece of it. And it's going to belong to Chicago. Crowd oohing and eyeing every time Jordan touches the ball. They've got about, what, 18 months to make up.
Yeah.
Inbounds to Purdue. Will over Shaq off the glass. A little too strong. O'Neal the rebound. Penny Hardaway, who's played exceptionally well lately. Had a big game against the Bulls the last time these two played. Anderson, another three.
Say, let this guy get off. Jackson played his high school ball here.
Played at Simeon. Kukoc. Posting Horace Grant. Tony falls away. Yes. The Bulls and Magic tied at 8. Shaq down low, in close against Purdue. He gets it that close. You might as well just back out of there and not waste a foul.
They want a timeout. 22nd to talk it over.
9:08 left to go in this first quarter. The Bulls will talk it over around Phil Jackson.
See what they want to do here. If they want to play Shaq straight up, they doubled on him the one time. He fired it out. Nick Anderson hit a three. Then they came down the other side. Nick hit a three in flow of the game. So let's see what Phil wants to do here. He doesn't like to tip his hand.
Take a look at the Bulls on the run here this opening quarter.
This is good news here. BJ's going to spot up at the three. Look at Pips running wide. He had a shot at it, but here's BJ spotting the three. Penny Hardaway leans at him, but not there. You saw there was 19 seconds on the clock. A fast break turns to three. We've had 3 3-point field goals in this first quarter with 9:08 to go.
Magic and Bulls back on the floor.
MJ has taken one shot and it was partially blocked, so we'll see if they come out and go with him right away.
Pippin on the block against Royal. Double team from Horace Grant. Donald Royal took it away, and we've got a loose ball foul. Yep.
Tried to get that ball to Kukoc as he broke down the lane, but Royal had his hand in there, and then Pip reached back and grabbed him.
First foul on the Bulls. 3 minutes gone by in this opening quarter. Orlando played last night and soundly defeated Charlotte 105-93 down at the Arena in Orlando. 10 to go on the shot clock. Into Horace Grant, and B.J. Armstrong broke it up but committed the foul.
The Bulls personal foul.
Second on the team, first on B.J.
The team's second.
Donald Royal, number 5, bottom of your screen, former Notre Dame standout, inbounds to O'Neal.
BJ down low on Penny, watch out.
Hardaway facing Armstrong. Shaq the rebound. No, but a foul.
Will Purdue's first foul. That's a third on the team, but it'll be a 2-shot foul. He gets inside. Penny spotted up on the side. Shaq gets the rebound inside, and then Will puts the foul on him. So Luke Longley gets the call right early here. Shaq, not the best free throw shooter, below 60%. Line drives it off the front, the back, and off the wall.
He's made 45 of his last 74 free throw attempts over the last 7+ games, and that gets him up over 60%. But, Red, as you mentioned, he's a 55%er overall in the season. Jack missed them both. Michael on the block against Nick Anderson. Anderson tipped it out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball, 6 to go on the shot clock.
It was undecided if they wanted Longley to go down in a hole or Michael. Let's see what they do right away.
Jordan. A little strong there, and Kukoc the long carom.
So they want to set it up, I think. Michael's down low. Is he going to go on this one?
Jordan fakes the pass. Illegal. We've got an illegal defense against Orlando. That's the first on the Magic, and they reset the shot clock. Jack was out of position.
Bulls looked a little bit confused on who they want to be down low. Now here's a Luke outside for Pip on a 3.
Luke back taps the rebound. Pippin kept it alive to Kukoc. Jordan for 3.
Oh, dice.
Knocked out of bounds by Donald Royal. It will be Bulls ball.
Well, Michael's 0 for 3 here, trying it out this new building. The Bulls have not had good success shooting well here, but he was around here earlier in yesterday's shooting.
Here's the inbounds MJ. BJ for 3. Bring it up.
There's 2. He's going to be the forgotten man out there. He's got 8 points. He's just going to spot up, let him double Michael, let him double Tony, let him double Pip.
Bulls some pressure in the backcourt of the person of Armstrong. Hardaway across easily. Bulls by 1. Hardaway double teamed by Kukoc. The pass out is Anderson for 3 and ring that. Third of the game for Nick Anderson. He has 9 points.
They find the man. Really, this team has really developed into an excellent team. They used to panic in a situation when they'd get doubled.
What they do is they generally go down low to Shaq or Penny Hardaway on the block and then go outside to Anderson or Dennis Scott. Brian Shaw's well. Kukoc from the outside. Perimeter game for the Bulls thus far. Magic by 2. Donald Royal. O'Neal. Double team from Kukoc. Nice dish. Royal. Beautiful trigger by Pippin and knock it away. Tony Kukoc.
Finish it off. That's what he had to do. It wasn't pretty, but he was able to get that ball. Nice steal down there by Pip.
Pippin leads the NBA in steals, almost 3 per game. 6.5 to go. First quarter. Hardaway with a nice move around the Grant screen. Horace spots up from 20. Horace Grant shooting exceptionally well in the last 3 games, shooting well over 50%, and he had a big game last night. 11 of 16 from the field to go along with 23 points. Break of the action. Phil Jackson of the Bulls will talk it over. Chicago trailing the General by 2. Up at a scoreboard that shows Orlando on top by 2. On Saturday, April 1st, Bulls battle the 76ers. It is Iron Kids Bread Growth Chart night. First 10,000 entering United Center. Receive a Bulls Growth Chart compliments of Iron Kids Bread.
Well, there's a double team. Penny Hardaway fires it out to Nick Anderson. This is his 3rd shot from long range, and he hits 3 for 3. And that's not amazing because this month, look what he's done. He's almost 51% from 3-point range.
Nick Anderson here tonight, as you mentioned, 3 of 3 from the arc. His only 3 shots of the game. He was 4 of 7 from the arc last night of the win over Charlotte. Bulls have 13 to go on the shot clock. This is Michael. No, but a foul. Fouls on Donald Royal. His first and the second on the team.
So with 6:01 to go here, it's taken Michael about, 5 minutes, 59 seconds to get to the free throw line. He missed his first free throw in Indiana, and since then he's put together a streak. He had 8 in a row. He misses this one short.
Points per game. No one has averaged more points per game in his NBA career than has Michael Jordan. Jordan's first point of the contest here. The inbounds knocked out of bounds by Kukoc. It'll be Magic basketball. 6 minutes straight up to go. Opening quarter. Magic by 1. Pressure in the backcourt by the Bulls. Jordan and Kukoc try a trap. Anderson to the arc again. And the hometown kid, Nick Anderson, has 3 from the 3-point. Make it 4 from the 3-point line. 12 points of the game.
That's high production. 12 points on 3 shots. Pip with a nice jump hook over the top of his man. He's got the scoring column now.
Bulls trail by 2, and again presence in the backcourt. This time Armstrong and Pippin. Magic break it across quickly, and Anderson is open again. Jordan picks off this rebound. Bulls have numbers. Armstrong
All the way in. BJ's got 10.
We are tied at 18. Donald Royal sets the floor to Shaq inside on Longley. 6 for O'Neal. Jordan. Bring it.
There it is at 4:55 in the first quarter. He gets his first field goal here.
Tied at 20. O'Neal backs in on Longley. The pass out to Anderson. Nick Anderson continues red hot. He's got 14. 5 from the field for Nick Anderson. Kukoc against Grant. Tony finds Longley operating baseline of the back door.
Moved to just hanging around. Got the pass from Tony. Tony went in on Horace Grant. When Shaq showed up, it was an easy layup.
Creative little play. We're tied at 22. Down low to Shaquille O'Neal. Stumbles over Scottie Pippin. 10 to go on the shot clock. Shaq with a little hook shot. Here comes Kukoc. Bulls can take the lead here. Tony.
Oh, yeah! Here it is. They're on their feet, and they love it. Michael's going to send $25 to charitables every time a Bulls player dunks, and he'll do it a lot.
And McDonald's will equal that 25.
There you go. They're still on their feet here.
Donald Royal travel.
He got so excited, he got hung up in the action here, and Michael's dunk puts him ahead by 2, 3:26, and now Tree Rollins comes in for Shaquille O'Neal. Royal will sit down, and it looks like Brian Shaw coming in. Yeah.
Under 3.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Off the screen by Longley, Jordan.
7 for MJ, 17 out of the backcourt for the Bulls.
Chicago by 4, nobody there.
Watch this one, super slow-mo. We'll take a look at it. The pass in to Michael. Michael gets it underneath. He goes up. Yeah, those big ham hocks put it right over the rim, and we got a timeout.
There is good air up there. At the United Center. Welcome back, MJ. And boy, did he answered their cry.
Well, speaking about Michael Jordan, he made the last basket off of a two-man game, you want to call it, screen and roll, pick and roll. Watch Luke there. Give him a little screen. Out comes Tree Rollins a little bit, Brian Shaw, but nobody can catch up to him, and MJ nails it. He's got 7. He's got this crowd on their feet during the timeouts, this place is electric.
Prior to that shot, a slam by Jordan off a beautiful touch pass.
Well,
and that brought the crowd to its feet.
I know not only are the people happy here in Chicago watching this game, but they're watching in countryside out by the TV place there, the Pheasant Inn in Briggsville, Wisconsin, all over Florida. You got it. People are in front of their sets tonight, Wayne.
Absolutely. And they are still on their feet here at the United Center. Bulls, there's a look at the first 3 and the last 3. 7 for 8 from the field. They're shooting 61% overall for the quarter.
Good move here by their coach to give Tree Rollins and Shaw some playing time. Rest Penny and Shaq, and they'll be back in, for a majority of the game.
Penny and Shaq both played over 40 minutes the other night, last night. Pippin on the drive. Beautiful move.
Yes, Pippin all the way. So that's 2 plays with Luke Longley involved now. A pick and roll for Michael and a little screen and a handoff to Pipp.
Grant's pass deflected away. Anderson chases down. Bulls lead by 6. It is their biggest lead of the night. Grant out front. Pippin slaps down the rebound. This is Jordan. Rollins the rebound. Michael now 3 of 7 from the field. Horace posting Tony Kukoc.
Well, you and I were talking about it before. This is a pretty good night for Tony Kukoc because Horace does not have inside moves. He's a good rebounder, a good face-up shooter, but normally he doesn't post up very well.
Double team on Scottie. Tony is open at the arc for 2.
Long deuce coming around. Tony Kukoc, he's got 6.
The lead is 6 for the Bulls. Hardaway finds Anderson. Good ball movement by Orlando, and Penny for 3. Ring that up.
Have they missed any threes yet? Wow.
Magic have been red hot out at the arc.
Oh, Luke
Longley. Luke trying to go back
Yeah.
to Michael, but hit the backside of Tree Rollins. And now Hardaway on the drive is fouled by Longley.
If you get it in that close, I think Michael's going to tell him, go ahead and take it on up. He comes down and talks to him and says, just go right up with it. So Luke Longley comes down and doesn't give Hardaway the basket. Penny will shoot it from there, and Longley with his first foul, 4th on the team.
And that turnover by the Bulls as Brian Hill paces the sidelines, the Magic coach. There's Shaq on the bench. A turnover by the Bulls, Red, is, again, part of what they're going through right now to get everybody adjusted to Michael Jordan. Michael's never played with Luke Longley. Michael heads off, and Pete Myers comes on, which is appropriate. It is Myers who replaced Jordan in the starting lineup a year ago when Michael retired. Those things like that turnover a moment ago are things they'll work out between now and the playoffs as players get familiar with each other all over again. Rollins kept it alive. Armstrong on the steal. It's B.J. in alone.
Beautifully done. B.J. now the rover out there, and he picks the ball up from their assistant coach, Rollins.
That's right. Tree is an assistant coach, and shows you the lack of depth on the Magic in the pivot. They've got to go with a nearly 40-year-old backup center as an assistant coach. Here's Horace bumping with Tony all the way, and Kukoc commits the foul. Let's pause here for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
4 team fouls on the Bulls. First in the last 2 minutes. Make that the first foul on Tony Kukoc. Horace shooting at almost 70% from the free throw line, and he has been red hot his last 3 games. 18.7 points a game, 11.3 rebounds. The other factor that people don't talk much about, Red, is this guy's a pretty good shot blocker. Almost 2 shots blocked per game, 1.6.
Well, that's been his career. He just named his career numbers. He's got the same numbers that he's had most of his career. He shoots in the low 70s from the free throw line, over 50% from the field, double-digit rebounds. I mean, that's Horace's career.
Scottie finds Luke Longley. Good ball movement to Tony Kukoc. Knocked away from behind, and a foul coming up on Dennis Scott.
Personal foul, Dennis Scott.
First on Dennis.
Is first. The team's first.
First of the last 2. Under a minute to go now. Non-shooting affair. Scottie Pippin. Armstrong's had the hot hand. Luke had it slapped by Grant initially. Horace tried to save, but stepped down the baseline. There are 12 seconds to go on the shot clock for the Bulls on the inbound.
All right, they want to get one right now. They want to get one right now so they can get another shot before the end of the quarter.
Scottie. B.J. Armstrong. Not that time. Shaw corrals the rebound. Half a minute to go. Bulls leading the Magic by 2. Hardaway out front. It's about a 9-second difference, shot clock to game clock. 8 to go on the shot clock. Hardaway for 3. Longley seals off Rollins. Rollins knocks the outlet pass out of bounds.
Steve Kerr jumps off the bench, and he'll be coming for Luke, I think.
Yeah, they're going to get a shooter in the final 9.1 seconds. Here is Steve Kerr.
Luke's got to come all the way across floor. Watch this.
Yep.
All right, Luke, come on, you're out of there. Hurry,
out of there, Luke.
run. They're going to bring in Bowie.
Anthony Bowie comes in to answer that move by Phil Jackson. So there's Bowie right there, the former Oklahoma standout. So the wheels turning at both ends on the coaching table. Tony Kukoc on the inbounds. To Scottie. Time winding down to the quarter. Pippin penetrates. Kukoc over the back of Grant, and a foul with 0.4 of a second remaining.
Not a good play by Tony to try even on that, because if you miss that shot, you go into the quarter still ahead by 2. Now Horace will go on down. Tony's got 2 fouls.
There's a look at Shaq, his work in the first quarter. 6 points, a rather quiet quarter for him. And Michael Jordan, after a slow start, came on to post 3 field goals and 7 points overall, 1 of 2 from the free throw line in this initial quarter. Horace, 37 minutes last night against Charlotte.
Horace shooting like lights out here in this place. 7 first quarter points for him.
He's missed 8 games this year, Red, due to injuries or illness, a hip, strep throat, back, knee problems at different times. Here's a look at his last game against the Bulls.
So they put 2 points on the board. They give it, that's a chance to tie it. That's it.
First quarter comes to a close. the Magic and the Bulls head off at the end of one, tied at 32. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr, and a cast of thousands in the United Center. Let's go over to Rich King.
Okay, Wayne, thank you. Outside the Bulls bench, I just talked to a few of the players, and they said they were a bit tight when the thing began because of all the hoopla with Michael Jordan, but things settled down in a hurry. Everybody happy right now at this first quarter. The Bulls shooting the ball a lot better than when they began the game. So this place is mounted the sideline. A great night for the Bulls and for Michael Jordan. Back to you.
Thank you, Rich. It is a great night. Been a fun night so far. Number 45, and the Bulls tied with the Magic at 32 at the end of one. Bulls out-rebounded the Magic slightly. Magic had the advantage from the arc. Both teams shot well from the field.
Jeff Turner coming in now.
Set the Magic lineup for you as Jeff Turner enters.
Corey Blunt in there, too.
Scott, Bowie, and Shaw, Turner, and O'Neal. Jordan to Longley.
Luke got a little float off. Michael with his third assist of the game. Longley with his third and fourth points.
And the Bulls take a 2-point lead. Myers, Jordan, Pippin, Blunt, and Longley on the floor for Chicago. This is Brian Shaw, former Celtic. Turner trying to get baseline at Corey Blunt. Looked at the back door. Blunt blocked the shot attempt, knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by Orlando. It'll belong to Chicago.
I was wondering how they were going to play that screen roll, and what they did was let Michael play single on it. They didn't double a man, and they come away with the ball.
Michael at the elbow.
Somebody get out of the center.
Backing Shaw. Myers is open. Here's Pippin with 7 to go on the shot clock. Now down to 5. Scottie.
Pippin knew what to do with it. He's had that responsibility when Michael was gone for 2 years.
And by that, of course, you're talking about in the last 5 seconds of a possession.
That's right.
Taking the shot in crunch time. This is O'Neal against Longley. Double team from Blunt. Turner at the arc.
Whoa, a dying quail.
Jordan fouled from behind by Bowie, or
he just grabbed the ball and he was out of bounds.
Yes.
Bowie was out of bounds when he grabbed it.
Hey, don't forget, on Sunday, April 16th, in the Bulls Battle of the Knicks, it's Light Ice Mug Night. First 10,000, 21 and up. Entering United Center. Get a Bulls mug, compliments of Light Ice.
Well, Corey doesn't know where to go at this stage. They wanted him to stay in the corner, and he came up to set a screen. And all right.
8 to go on the shot clock for MJ.
It stopped here a little bit. Pete.
Rebound O'Neal. Inside, Chicago's done a little bit better job than Orlando. Quite a bit better job, and that is a surprising stat. Shaw, nearly fouled from behind by Corey Blunt. Shaq had it knocked away.
Take a look at Nick Anderson's stats, and then tell me what they are from the outside.
Yeah, it's exactly reversed, right?
Because Nick's sitting now with 14 points, 4 3-pointers out of 5 shots.
And the other one was about a 21-footer?
So they didn't get that ball down in that much.
Shaquille O'Neal shoots it there.
So O'Neal fouled. Was that Longley, I think, was on the second foul?
Shaq missing on his first. He'll have another. Take a look at this from the free throw line. He's lowest among active players. Takes 1 out of 2 at the line here, has 7 points. He's actually 1 out of 4 from the free throw line in the first half here tonight. Bulls by 3. Jordan. A little bit short on that one. Michael was long on his first couple. He's been short now a couple of times. Dennis Scott, a lot of air under that shot. Michael mishandles out of bounds.
Michael tried to one-hand that one, and it wasn't there for him.
Chicago leading by 3. Anthony Bowie getting set to inbound for the Orlando Magic. Dennis Scott for 3, and he's been cold from there in recent games. He has really struggled from the three-point arc. 31% in his last 17 games from the arc. He's a 40% shooter normally from that distance. Pippin up high. Scottie penetrates to Michael Jordan. Short. Shaq knocked that out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Bulls with a fresh 24.
Michael having a tough time on the elevation now, getting up, not really getting to the high point of his jump.
Almost 3 minutes gone by, second quarter. Bulls by 3. Longley, a big screen. Go, Luke. Corey Blunt on the block. Longley. Here's Corey Blunt. Last 2 games, Corey's done a good job off the boards with 7 rebounds per game. Bulls on top by 5. Here's Shaw to Shaq. Double team to beat Myers. Turner. Good hands across the lane, and this time he was fouled by Luke Longley.
The Bulls personal foul. Luke Longley is
second on the league. Luke, second on the team. Jeff Turner steps to the free throw strike.
You have to look up at that board to figure out who that foul was on. It says 45 had a foul. I forgot he was wearing 45. Looking for 23.
There's the general, Horace Grant. What a tremendous star he was for the Bulls here.
So Will Purdue comes back in, and Luke sits down. The Bulls have given up just a couple free throws here. Shaq split a pair, and now Jeff Turner will get a couple here. Finished, made the first one.
Turner makes good on a pair. The lead is 3 for Chicago. Michael called for Corey to come into the post that time. Jordan off a screen by Purdue. Corey Blunt the rebound and it knocked away. Dennis Scott comes up with it.
Corey gets his hands on a lot of balls, but he doesn't contain them, doesn't keep the ball.
Shaw misses from three-point land. Myers bumped by Shaw, and the foul is called. First on Shaw and the first on the team.
It's only their 4th foul. Here we are deep in the second quarter, playing pretty good defense. Steve Kerr comes in for who?
Scottie Pippin heads out. That's a good point you make on Corey Blunt, Red, because his athletic ability gets him to the board,
but he
gets him to the ball.
Got to come down with the ball, finish off rebounds, and come away from there strong. All right, Michael's playing a small forward here now. You got Pete in the back with Steve Kerr.
Myers to Purdue. Will not expecting it. Jordan. Purdue the rebound.
Right there, yeah. Michael firing shots up there tonight. 3 from 11.
Shaw. Dennis Scott to Shaq. Backing Purdue. Double team from Corey Blunt. Turner, the man they left open on the arc. Here's Bowie elevating for 2. Anthony Bowie's first from the field. Boy, he's been stone cold, shooting just 18% over the last 5 games. But he looked good on that one. Bulls by 3. Purdue on the block with 8 to go on the shot clock.
Split them.
5 to go. Steve Kerr. Back to Will for the hook. Purdue the rebound.
Well, Will didn't exactly look where he fired that ball, but he went and got it again and smashed it on down as he got the rebound. He's got 5.
4 quick points here in the second quarter for Will Purdue, and the Bulls lead by 5. Shaw. Scott to Shaquille O'Neal. He was hooked by Purdue, and the first foul called on Will Purdue, 3rd on the team. Time out of the floor. 6:48 to go for the half. Michael Jordan of the Bulls lead the Magic by 5. The face meeting between Shaquille O'Neal and Michael Jordan was photo album material, and Shaq showed off his signature dunk. 19 points on the night for O'Neal, as did Michael Jordan. He did his thing. He scored 23 to match the number on his jersey that night. But just for the record, the 2 games high scorer was Horace Grant with 26 points. Bulls won 122-106. When air meets Shaq, that's what you get. 4 games between the 1992-93 season. Shaq's rookie year, I might add. 6:48 left to go first half. Shaquille O'Neal heading to the free throw line.
I see Horace Grant coming back in. Yes, Horace is back. He and Will talking a little bit on a free throw line. hasn't
Shaq off the mark
exactly
first.
been the matchup between Shaq and Michael that people were looking for. Michael is 3 for 11. Shaq is 3 for 7.
8 points for O'Neal. He is 2 out of 6 from the line, Shaquille O'Neal. The Bulls lead is 4. Michael got by Anderson, had to adjust the shot as Grant came over to help out. Anderson on the run. He too adjusted, but
there it is.
Shaq from behind cleans it up. 10.
See how quick Shaq got down the floor? He was down here and involved in that play, but Michael missed that layup.
Purdue against O'Neal.
Corey still they're trying to get him out of the way, and
Time winding down to the shot clock.
Oh,
Pete
man.
Myers an air ball with 4
Steve Kerr
seconds to
standing
go.
over there on his side. Wrong guy getting the shots.
Penny Hardaway slows it down, and now Shaquille O'Neal finally rejoins the Magic. There he is, right-hand corner of your screen. Grant to Shaq. The pass out Anderson for 3. Ring it up.
Another 3 by Nick Anderson. He's got 17 points, 5 3-point field goals in this building.
And the Magic recapture the lead by 1. The Bulls a little bit out of sync, Red, at this time.
Absolutely.
Myers. O'Neal may have gotten a piece of it. Anderson back the other way. Dennis Scott. Passed up the 3 attempt. Finds Shaq in close. Horace Grant
Stayed right with it. Bulls look terrible now defensively and offensively. Down by 3.
Kerr elevates. Blunt from behind on Grant, knocked it away, and the foul on Corey Blunt is his first, 4th on the team. Take a look at Shaquille O'Neal.
What a blue chip play.
For the movie he started in part.
Could be.
Along with who? Nick Nolte was in that movie.
Penny Hardaway was in that movie.
Calbert Chaney was in that movie. Bob Knight was there. Anderson again given an open shot. Michael the rebound. Tony Kukoc. Excellent break by the Bulls. 8 for Kukoc. A long lead pass for Anderson. Tracked down by Jordan. Bulls trail by 1. Michael.
Oh, yeah! I went up to fire that ball down and just sort of give it a knuckle twist.
Again, they come to their feet in the United Center for Jordan. Bulls by 1. Coming up on 4 minutes to go, first half. That time Kerr denied the pass back to Penny Hardaway. The foul of Steve Kerr.
Let's take a look at Michael on the steal here. He steals the ball from Nick Anderson. He's going to come down the middle, and it looks like he gets a full head of steam up, and then he's going to take it in like he's going to power dunk it, and watch the change of pace. Here it is. Here's the second gear now. He goes up with Anderson over his buddy Horace and twists it underhand.
Jordan with 9 points. Penny Hardaway nets the first of the line. He has 5 points so far tonight. And again, one of the anticipated points of this game is Donald Royal reports back on. We thought we might see Jordan covering Hardaway primarily in the ball game tonight. At least at the outset, that was not the case. B.J. Armstrong drew the assignment.
You know, with all the hype and promotion that went on this game, we didn't talk about the last time he played there, had a chance to beat him in a steal by Penny Hardaway. Oh.
Pippin throws it away. Anderson, Hardaway, O'Neal, Anderson, Penny at the arc for 3. Kukoc the rebound inside on Horace Grant. Ahead to Jordan. Bulls have numbers to Scottie.
Yes. One superstar to the other. Michael with the little layup. Pip with his 7th and 8th point. Bulls back out in front by 1.
Super duo again is right. We are seesawing through the later stages, second quarter. Anderson. Penny Hardaway. Nice look to Horace Grant. Well done. 12 for the General.
Bulls doubling a couple guys. They don't really have to double here. It doesn't look like.
Tony finds Scottie Pippin in on Horace Grant. Pippin heating up. He's reached double digits with 10. Bulls back on top by 1. Under 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Hardaway. Pippin may have gotten a piece of it. Donald Royal collects to Shaquille O'Neal, and he knows
they don't
exactly
come away clean with that ball. That's what Pip's saying. Grab the ball.
Magic by 1. Steve Kerr to Jordan. Over Anderson, who got a piece of it. Magic with some numbers. Here comes Donald Royal barreling into Wilford.
Oh, block on Will. It's a terrible call. Derek Stafford with a call. Will jumped right out in front. Jumped right out in front and took the path away from him.
Timeout on the floor. Watch this again now. Donald Royal barreling in, and Will Purdue gets called for the block. 2:12 to go in the second. Magic by 1.
Game has lived up to all the pre-game hype. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk to Mike Buddy filmmaker Spike Lee. We'll hear from Michael himself, and we'll take a look at the stats and highlights, including Michael's first dunk in the new United Center. It was spectacular. Wayne, why don't you show us that one twice?
I'd like to see it a couple of times myself. And we'll also be seeing it tomorrow night. Michael Jordan and the Bulls back on WGN. Game time 6:30 Central Time. Bulls and the Hawks from the Omni. Michael Jordan has done the job from an assist standpoint as well tonight. He's got 4 assists and none prettier than this.
Tongue hanging out. What's he going to do? Attack the basket? Yeah. Through his buddy, Scottie Pippin. Nice play.
There was a technical foul called on Will Purdue after the initial foul was called. Penny Hardaway just dropped that one in. 7 points now for Hardaway. And now at the free throw line, Donald Royal. So the Magic increased their lead to 2, and Royal heads to the line.
Tough foul on Will Purdue. He stood right out there in front of Donald Royal, took the play. Derek Stafford said, no, you jump.
Royal about 75% from the free throw line. This is not a great free throw shooting team. Shaquille O'Neal, for one, gets to the line too many times for the Magic to have a big free throw shooting percentage.
They're 13 out of 18.
1 out of 2 at the line for Donald Royal. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go in this, the first half, and it has been a most entertaining first half here at the United Center. This is Kerr. Ring it up. Steve for 2. Bulls trail by 1. Under 2 minutes to go. Shaq double team from Kukoc. Donald Royal lost the handle on it momentarily. 4 to go on the shot clock. Shaq.
He made it. Yep, he made it.
14.
They forced him into a reaction shot rather than an aim shot. He made it going to the baseline.
Here's Pippin. Horace Grant. Scottie knocked it away from behind, and it's going to belong to the Magic.
Pip was out of bounds. He said he came out of bounds, and then, boy, this is Derek Stafford show. I thought this was supposed to be between Jordan and Shaquille O'Neal.
Derek Stafford is dominating right now, Coach.
He is. Yeah, he's got that whistle. Maybe they ought to take the pee out of that whistle and see what happens.
Well, at that point, he'd be blowing a lot of hot air.
Oh, you got it.
70 seconds to go, first half. Magic by 3.
Give him more room than that, Pip.
8 to go on the shot clock. Magic still out of the arc. Shaq. Scottie battling Horace. Belonged to Chicago, last touch by the Magic.
We're playing Horace real tight on the perimeter. The guy who want to sag off the perimeter might be a guy like Horace.
Under a minute to go. Kukoc. Hardaway doubled down on him. Tony lost the handle. 10 to go on the shot clock. Quick dish to Pippin to the baseline. Denied. by Shaq. Jordan got a piece of the outlet pass. Here comes Kerr for two. Bulls trail by one.
All right, watch the four corners here set up. Penny out in front on Tony.
3-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Shot clock at 10.
Somebody's going to attack it. Who will it be? Going to Steve Kerr?
Hardaway with 5 to the bucket. That was too easy.
Oh, yeah.
Magic by 3.
They got a foul to take. They got a foul to take.
Michael lost the handle on it. Gets off at 3 at the buzzer and off the mark. First half comes to a close here at the United Center. Michael Jordan not happy with the officiating apparently as he heads off the floor. Jordan in this first half 9 points. And the Bulls head off at halftime, trailing the Magic by the score of 57-54. Last man was Scottie Pippin with 10 shots. Horace Grant, Tony Kukoc on the floor. And I talked to Jerry Krause, the general manager, briefly at halftime, and he said, you know, we're a long way away from being where we've got to be when the playoffs roll around. Bulls first possession in this, the third quarter. 10 to go on the shot clock. Kukoc from deep for 2.
They got Armstrong, Pippin, and Kukoc now with 10 apiece. MJ with 9. Penny starts it way out to keep that clear so you can't sag in there.
Nick Anderson. Oh, look at that. Here comes Shaq inside on Will Purdue. 16 for Shaq. Bulls trail by 3 in the opening minute, third quarter. This is Pippin, a little strong there. O'Neal up high for the rebound. Magic, their biggest lead, 4 points here tonight. Hardaway, nice dish and a block inside. Royal had it denied by Pippin. Chased down by Hardaway. Here is Anderson. Donald Royal the rebound.
Nobody went up in the air for that ball.
Backdoor.
Penny
And
Hardaway kills it. Nobody went up in the air for the rebound.
Magic by their biggest margin, 5 points. Michael out high. Trying to adjust the shot a little bit as Anderson came over to help out. Hardaway to Grant. Blocked by Jordan. Here's Anderson.
Nobody
right
comes
on
back.
the money.
Nobody comes back down the lane. The Bulls look confused again defensively.
Bill Jackson not at all happy with the turn of events here in the early going of this third quarter.
Been outscored 6-2 here.
Kukoc from the outside. The long Kerr to Hardaway.
Turn around, Will.
Shaq, good hands. And it's stripped away. Here comes Jordan. Bulls have some numbers if they push it. Armstrong at the arc for 3. Ring it up.
3 for 3 from that area for BJ. He's got 13. Gets the Bulls right back into it here.
4-point lead, Magic. Penny Hardaway with a smile on his face as he takes it across. Finds Anderson, gets by Jordan. In on Pippin. Scottie chases it down. Pippin hustling to Armstrong. 17 for BJ. You mentioned he might be the forgotten man, but right now tonight he's the high point man of the game for the Bulls. Magic by 2. Oh, nice dish to O'Neal. Not quite there. Jordan is fouled by Grant.
Orlando personal foul. Horace Grant.
First on Horace, first on the team.
The team's first.
That was a pass, by the way, if the fans are watching. Hardaway went to the corner with that, threw it up high, and looked like Pip came over to help out on that play.
I think Jordan was there as well. Opening 3 minutes in this the third quarter. Armstrong, a lot of air under that shot. Anderson the rebound. Penny Hardaway.
DJ and Horace. Horace is saying get out.
Shaq. Horace banging the boards.
Horace, an offensive foul. It should be.
Yes, it is. Horace Grant on a push, his second.
Took a little time to see that one. He picks up his second foul real quick, but over the top, he put that arm out, trying to fend Scottie off.
Eight and a half to go here in the third. Jordan trying to flash across the lane. Anderson got a piece of it. Nick Anderson on the drive. Penny Hardaway takes it back out. Now backs Jordan. Anderson to the arc. Kukoc jumps at him. Horace Grant. Shaq. 8 to go on the shot clock for the Magic. Hardaway right by Kukoc. Scottie Pippin collects.
Scottie with a great rebound that time.
Bulls trail by 2. Michael.
Inside and a foul on Horace Grant. His third this quarter. MJ goes to the line. Beautiful drive to his left. So 3 on Horace Grant. That'll be the second on the team. Watch Michael come left. Here he goes. All the way in. The extension was beautiful on the play. The ball goes up and in, and MJ trying for his first three-point play here tonight.
And the Bulls lead by 1. 12 for Jordan. Penny Hardaway able to stay out of a potential double team or trap from Scottie Pippin. Anderson now to Shaq. Good ball movement by the Magic. 5 to go on the shot clock. Penny.
They let him by the man.
13 for Hardaway. Orlando by 1 as we begin a seesaw in this third quarter. Kukoc against Grant. Now they isolate. 10 to go on the shot clock.
Will's the outlet man at the top of the key. Get him out of there.
Jordan through contact and the foul.
They'll take a timeout and talk about it, but Will was up at the top of the key, and his man can stand right back down the lane. So
Anderson picks up his first, second on the team.
Before they get to the bench, the Bulls want to talk about it on the court.
At a Tribune Broadcasting, the gentleman in the middle of your screen looking up at the scoreboard. Bulls are trailing by 1. And a reminder that on Friday, April 7th, the Bulls battle the Cavs Apple Computer Hat Night. First 10,000 fans entering United Center receive a Bulls hat compliments of Apple Computer. B.J. Armstrong has helped keep the Bulls in this game with 17 points.
3 for 3 from three-point range, and here comes his last one up. Nice job.
6:56 to go in this, the third quarter. And that is Armstrong's log thus far.
Good enough to lead his teammates in scoring. Jordan with 12. He'd go back to the free throw line. He was fouled just before we went away.
A familiar face.
One thing he hasn't lost is that ability to know when he gets guys up in the air. He had 2 guys up in the air that time and then leaned in a little bit to pick up the foul.
Michaels made 3 in a row from the line after missing his first. 19 points at Indianapolis, 27 points the other night in his Boston Garden swan song. Bulls by 1. Some pressure in the backcourt. Shaq stopped. Run the triple. Now they clear to Donald Royal. They're trying to get Hardaway. Pippin's guarding Anthony Hardaway now. Royal left it short. Tony Kukoc. Bulls have run well here tonight.
Elevation is the thing. Well, here he comes. He's got it.
That dribble of Anderson went off the foot of O'Neal. Jordan too strong with the bank. And the Magic back the other way, led by Donald Royal, slashing to the bucket. His first field goal of the game is an impressive one. And it puts the Magic on top by 1.
The elevation that Michael has shown so far being back is not there. He would have normally gone over that rim and powered it, but he He just didn't have the takeoff. Will underneath.
Over Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal blocked it.
And leave that left-hand hook back on the bench, can't you?
Shaq blocks almost 3 shots a game.
You got Horace with another couple, so there's guys that'll.
Anderson guarded by Jordan. Pippin the rebound. Magic lead by 1. Bulls can take the advantage. Armstrong around. Contact, didn't get the shot. Royals second personal, third on the team, and we step out for a station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Don't forget, coming up during WGN News, all the coverage of this historic night at the United Center. All of the Michael Jordan coverage you could possibly imagine.
Yes.
Red Kerr, you will be glued to your television set, I know. BJ puts in on the first at the line. He has 18.
The return of Michael Jordan has certainly taken a lot of pressure off BJ. He runs now, fills the lanes, gets out in the break, goes to spots like he did when they were going for their championship.
The point you're making is he doesn't have to handle the ball as much.
That's right.
19 for Armstrong. A splendid evening thus far. The Bulls lead by 1. Pippin trying to trap, and Hardaway escapes skillfully. Boy, the little things that Penny Hardaway does, whether he's scoring or not, you really appreciate watching him. Now Shaq, double team by Kukoc, got it to Royal. Nice pass. Royal drew contact, did not get the foul.
Jordan on his second foul. They didn't cover up. They didn't cover up underneath as he went forward. That's the first team foul on the Magic.
Brian Hill, Phil Jackson, the coaching tandem tonight. And once again to the free throw line, Donald Royal. He has 4 in the ball game. You know, Shaquille O'Neal, Red, in his 3 years in the league, a short period of time in the league, has become a much better passer out of the double teams, a little more efficient.
Yeah, and his teammates know where they have to go, too, on it. They've got to go out and get themselves in spots where they can keep people honest so they don't double them as much.
Magic and Bulls tied at 68. Coming up in 5 minutes to go in the third. Bulls space the floor. Jordan. Contact from O'Neal and the foul. Shaq picks up his second personal. 4 on the team.
All right, MJ's going to take it to the left. He sees Luke Longley over on the right-hand side. And he just continues on in, and Shaq wails on him. So MJ to shoot a couple of free throws here.
Michael, Red, that explosion you were talking about that Michael normally has at his jump, that's something that may take some time in his game to get back, isn't it?
Yep. And you don't know if that's ever gone forever.
That's the million-dollar question we'll all be looking at down the stretch in the regular season and into the playoffs.
Michael, you got it, baby. Poster. Yes. They loving it. 17 for MJ.
That is instinct, and that has not gone. And that never will go out of his game.
Michael, 4 steals.
Hardaway for 3 to answer. He has 16. Boy, he is big time. 71 apiece for tie. Jordan to Longley. Driving on Rollins. That's a move that Longley doesn't make with Shaq in the game.
And don't move those feet. Looked like he took a little steps taken off, but he went on through.
Well, you're right. It looked like a little shuffle there, doesn't it? 4 minutes to go in the third. Anderson for 3. The former Simeon star hasn't missed many. Hardaway for 3. Rollins knocked out of bounds by Michael Jordan. It will be Orlando ball. Take a look at Michael in the passing lane.
4th steal here as Nick Anderson lays the ball right out. He taps it in front of him, takes the ball on, and you can see it coming. A poster play.
Pete Myers quickly up off the Bulls bench now as we finish up that replay of Jordan in the passing lanes, and Pete comes on replacing Tony. Tony Kukoc, a seat on the bench. Anderson to the inbound. Hardaway to Nick in the back door on Pippin. Major contact from Scottie, and the foul on Pip is his second. Second on the team.
Double personal foul. Scottie Pippin, his second. The team's second. Nick Anderson at the line. 2 shots.
Nick Anderson wears number 25.
Bulls rotation isn't what it normally is yet.
Attended Simeon High School, and he wears the number of his late teammate Ben Wilson, who was a
Benny Wilson, right?
All-America high school basketball player who was tragically killed in a shooting incident in his senior year of high school.
Missed both free throws. He knew he was going to miss it. He went right back and got the rebound.
Nice hands by Pete Myers, but I believe he stepped out of bounds of the
And Nick Anderson fouled him.
Nick Anderson pushed him. Loose ball foul.
All right, it won't count against the team, and let's see what they're going to do here. Are they going to go down and shoot it? Absolutely. It came off the rebound. They're in the penalty, so Pete Myers should shoot the free throws here.
Don't forget, on Tuesday, April 11th, Bulls battle the Pacers. It's WMAQ Radio Fanny Pack night. First 10,000 fans enter United Center receive a Bulls Fanny Pack. Compliments of WMAQ Radio. So Pete Myers heads to the free throw line off a nice steal, and then Nick Anderson called for a loose ball foul, his second personal, and the team over the limit.
Pete makes that first one. His first point of the night. And again, it's a breathe right that Pete's wearing on his nose. It opens the nostrils up so you can get the air in there to breathe. Sometimes you have a little bit too much air.
Yes, on the shot.
Yeah, he's not hurt. I mean, that's something that helps him breathe. You saw the football players during the season use that a lot.
49ers popularized it, I believe, in the NFL playoffs in January. Brian Shaw backing Armstrong. Wanted to get it to Horace Grant, now does. 7 to go on the shot clock for the Magic. Shaw for 3. Luke Longley the rebound. Bulls by 3 here in the third. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. 10 to go on the shot clock.
Oh, he threw it away. He wanted to throw the ball in the corner. They'll take a timeout now at the 2:53 mark.
Chicago Bulls lead by 3 despite the miscue by Scottie Pippin. We'll be back. Sponsored in part by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, Sport Mart, and Salem Sportswear. Call 312-455-4000 for more information.
Yes, sign up because you and I will be doing that game on Sunday.
Yeah.
You may not see action like this, though, in that game. Michael with tongue out. People starting to stand up already. Here he goes. Up, up, up. Elevation is there on that one.
Inside of 3 minutes left to go in the third, and the Bulls by 3. Some trapping in the backcourt by Chicago. Again, Orlando's handled the pressure in the backcourt very well tonight. They've been perimeter-oriented, have the Magic recently in this game. Hardaway gets baseline this time. Blocked by Hardaway. Thought he had a foul, but no call. Here's Scottie.
Running that fast break really well now. 22 points in this quarter for the Bulls. 5-point lead, 76-71.
Biggest lead for Chicago earlier tonight, 6 points. Magic had a 7-point lead earlier in the third quarter. Shaq down low. Good pass into Horace Grant. Ball is tied up down low.
Good play. Boy, B.J. Armstrong got whacked in the eye, across the eye and the head. Let's see what happens here. Shaq says, I thought I had that pass. Everybody outside the blue. It's going to be B.J. standing in there.
I think Scottie wants to do it.
Pip wants to get in. Pip wants to get in. He says, Mike, are you in there? Where are you? Let's go. Those guys are talking defense because they know Horace is going to get the tip. It's got to go back to Shaq. It's got to go back to Shaq. B.J. No! Oh, no. He either fouled him. I think he fouled him. Loose ball foul.
Loose ball on B.J.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to get up and do it. So that's only the third foul on the Bulls.
Second on B.J. Crowd roars its disapproval here. Brian Shaw sets it up for Orlando. Bulls by 5. Hardaway against Pete Myers. Scott Bears watching. Left the floater short, but there is Horace Grant. And Shaquille O'Neal fouls on Luke Longley.
Well, Horace missed a chippy underneath. Luke Longley goes up and commits his 3rd foul on Shaquille O'Neal. It's only the 4th team foul on the Bulls, but you're in 153 here, so there's the missed shot there. Shaq goes up with a big body. Luke gets him on the hand. Those are the ones you don't want him completing. You'd rather have him shooting it. Now look at Brian Hill over here at half court talking with Richie Adebato, and the ref. Shaq knocks that one down.
Shaq has made 5 out of 9 tonight. Take a look at this. With Shaq at the line, he's 55.6%, but Orlando as a team, 67.9. The Magic without Shaq go up to 74.3, but still just a little bit better than average. So overall, this is not a great free throw shooting team.
So Michael and Scottie are on the bench. Shaq drops both of them in. He's got 18 in the game.
Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Well, Phil Jackson wants to get those two guys get their legs for the 4th quarter. Bulls lead by 3. Pete Myers in the post. Tony Kukoc. 7 to go on the shot clock. Steve Kerr down to 5 for B.J.
Red time. You got to go.
Armstrong. Tried to reverse it, but was fouled.
Good play. He went all the way under the basket. Carried it way under the basket. Horace Grant commits the foul. Now Horace has got 4. They've got 4 in the second half here. 1:28 to go. B.J. will shoot 2 free throws. B.J. takes it down the sideline here. You got to beat the clock. He goes up, and then Hanks goes underneath and then tries to throw it up. It looked like the foul was on Scott, but
Horace is the man they fingered for the call. B.J. tonight has made 3 in a row at the line. There's Horace Grant. Anthony Bowie getting set to report on for the Orlando Magic. Let's see who he gets. He gets Horace Grant. Okay, you don't want to take a chance in getting Horace his 5th in the final minute 28 of the 3rd. $20 points for B.J. Chicago by 5. Armstrong 7 of 9 from the field for the Bulls. Hardaway finds Bowie wide open. Anthony Bowie with 4. Chicago's lead is 3. 70 seconds to go in the 3rd. Jordan and Pippin on the bench for the Bulls. Longley in the lane. Armstrong outside. Under a minute to go. 8 on the shot clock. Longley, double team this time from Shaq. Finds Myers in close. Bowie blocked it. Myers left that one short. Good play by Anthony Bowie. Here's Shaw. Shaw gets the lane.
yes, sir. Right down the lane.
The Chicago lead has melted to 1. It was 5 just a few moments ago.
You can't stop and set screens in there. If Tony gets the ball, go on through with your cut.
Watch it again, and we'll slow it down for you.
Everybody's sort of hanging on. Then he goes up, lays the ball up, and Shaq way high above the rim. Wipes it out. Bulls still with a 3-point lead.
About a 4-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. 10 to go on the shot clock. Shaq falls away. Not his shot. Tony to Pete Myers to Steve Kerr. 3-on-1 with Bowie back. Bowie knocked it away. Armstrong cleans it up.
Steve Kerr should have taken the 3 on that fast break. But they go away with a 3-point lead.
We head to the 4th quarter. B.J. Armstrong with 21 points leads the way for the Bulls at the United Center. 80-77 heading to the 4th. Atlanta and Chicago from the Omni in Atlanta. Stacey Altman, the Plastic Man.
24,247 here tonight.
Magic start the 4th quarter on offense. Bulls lead by 3. Shaq out front to set a pick for Penny. Pippin knocked it away. It was a tough pass from Hardaway for Shaquille O'Neal to handle. Pip trying to go to Ron Harper down low, and he threw it away.
Bulls had two guys set up at the three-point lane, and they didn't get it off.
Shaq on the block. Shaw gets by Harper. Harper may have tipped it from behind, and we've got a loose ball foul down low.
It's on Luke Longley, his fourth.
It's the first on Luke, first on the team.
Ball was loose, and the man went underneath of him. You could hear Mike Mathis.
Anthony Bowie, Brian Shaw, Dennis Scott, Penny Hardaway, Shaquille O'Neal on the floor for Orlando. Opening minute of the fourth.
Mike.
Luke denied that interior feed. Shaw gets it back. Now Longley the rebound. Luke dribbles out of a double team. Scottie to Longley to finish.
Yes, nice job, Luke, with the rebound all the way down the court. He's got 8, and you hear the crowd going Luke now. This guy could be a big factor coming out of the stretch of the Bulls also, along with Jordan.
Chicago's lead is 5. Hardaway off the screen, running hard.
Anthony Hardaway.
Hardaway with 18. He has a big game against the Bulls. The last time these two teams met, 39 points on February 26th.
But the last two tore your heart out.
Yep. Scored with, what, 0.7 of a second to go. Jordan clobbered by O'Neal.
Jordan with a little magic underneath gets Scottie to the free throw line. Shaq picks up his third foul.
His third. And the team's first.
So Scottie heading to the line has 12 points, 10 of which came in the first half. Pip tonight, 6 of 12 from the field. 9 assists, 4 rebounds. B.J. Armstrong had a nice third quarter for this ball club with 9 points. Pip 1 out of 2. Chicago by 4. Brian Shaw picked up by Jordan. Gets a screen from O'Neal. Shaq against Luke Longley.
Over the back. No. My God.
Nice guard and a foul. Frustrating moment.
Well, you don't know what to do when Shaq gets the ball. He's so big. He's quick. He makes a move up. He takes the shot easy. He misses it. He goes right there for the rebound. And then he powers that one back in. I mean, that's a big-time play. Weddington's going to get his first action as Luke's got 5 fouls.
Will Purdue has 2.
He hasn't played tonight, so maybe I got Will for 3, but Shaq will be to the line trying to complete a 3-point play. He's got 20 in the game.
Shaq misses another free throw.
They scored the Bulls 4-3 here in this quarter.
Jordan. Michael resets the offense. 10 to go on the shot clock. Harper out front. Finds Pippin on the block. Harper wide open for 3. Anthony Bowie the rebound.
What a job he did the last game here in that last quarter. Remember those 3 threes against Milwaukee to bring the Bulls win here. Shaq up over the top of that. He missed. Get going, Bill.
Scottie for 3. Not that time.
No, he did the right thing. Bill stayed back. He saw Shaq hanging back. I bet he had a chance to beat him down the floor. Bulls with a 2-point lead here. His little zigzag. His game is slowed down now a little bit.
O'Neal, double team from Harper. Shaq again on the block. Rebound, Bill Weddington.
All right, let's go, guys.
Scottie Pippin gets a sliver of an opening right through the hands of Harper, knocked out of bounds by Shaw. A break for the Bulls there.
Absolutely. Pip's got 6 steals in this game. He's got 4 turnovers and trying to make things happen under the basket, and the Bulls will take a timeout to talk it over.
Bill Jackson's team a bit stagnant here in the opening 3 minutes of this, the fourth quarter. Horace Grant reports back on for Orlando.
So they go small.
Shaq.
Take Shaq out for a bit.
Yep. Scottie Pippin on inbound. 17 to go on the shot clock for the Bulls. Wennington spots up.
Yes.
First from the field for Wennington, and the Bulls lead by 4. Shaw hounded by Jordan. Anderson with Pippin right on him defensively.
See that? Pip played him one man, one-on-one. They didn't double. They don't give him a chance to kick out. Pip can do that.
Scottie looks backdoor first. Kicks out to Wennington. Bulls by 4. Here come the Magic. Dennis Scott for 3. Wennington knocked it away from Grant initially.
Can't be knocking balls away from guys now. They got a team that's not a big one. You got to go up and grab the ball. You got to some authority now.
You've got to shut off the offensive board. Oh, beautiful lead pass from Bowie to Nick Anderson.
Only Nick Anderson's 4th point since halftime.
Chicago lead is 2 once again.
Michael with 5 shots in the 3rd quarter. Pip 3.
Wennington.
Yeah, good rebound. Bill Wennington fires it back through. Bill's got 4 all in this quarter.
Chicago by 4, 87-83. Shaw. Scott from the arc. Jordan helping out of the board. Last touch by Orlando. I believe it was Shaw or Grant who tipped it out. 7:15 for the game. Chicago by 4. Kerr, Jordan, Harper, Pippin, and Wennington. The 5 for the Bulls. Wennington gets another open top. Will is 2 out of 4.
He just wasn't collected that time. He was on the move with that shot.
Bowie double team.
They
The
throw
pass
away.
out is thrown away. Pippin trying to chase down. Nope, not able to.
Pip could have caught up with it. He had himself a nice dunk, but good pressure.
Shaq on the bench.
Michael talking to Wennington now. Remember, he didn't play with him last year, or Steve Kerr, or Ronnie Harper.
Shaq will be back for the stretch run. Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippin had it tipped away. Picked up by Jordan. Steve Kerr tried to tip it over to Wennington.
Bulls not getting much out of the offense now. They're getting some shots, but they're not getting a lot out of that triple post.
Chicago's lead still 4. Shaw for 3 right
Yes,
there.
sir. He came right off the screen, looked right in.
That snaps a streak where he went 0 for 10 from downtown over the last several games.
Hanging right here, Shaq getting his rest.
Magic down by just 1.
Illegal, and that'll be a free throw. So you should see Steve Kerr go to the line, or will it be Michael? Michael says you go.
Brian Hill up off the bench. The illegal defense on Forrest Grant. Phil Jackson right of your screen. Tex Winter on the left. Perhaps talking about the triangle offense. That is Coach Winter's forte. Kerr makes good on the free throw at the line. He has 5 points. Bulls by 2 and the ball on the side. Jordan inbounds. Kerr.
Oh, look at this. Little fancy move by Steve Kerr on a hesitation. Pip goes up and cleans it up. He's got 15. Timeout.
Timeout Orlando. 5:53 to go in the game. Brian Hill and the Magic with Shaq on the bench. Now trail by 4. We're nearing crunch time here at the United Center, right?
Well, here's how the Bulls get the lead. Steve Kerr makes a fancy move on a crossover dribble, goes through everybody, finds a little opening, says, I better get this up a little high off the rim, but Scottie Pippin is hanging right there, and watch him clean this one up. Yes. And we come back here, Bulls with a 4-point lead.
Bulls have outscored the Magic 10-9 here in the 4th. Dennis Fitzsimon's on the left. Gene McCaffrey, Executive Vice President Montgomery Ward on the right. Among the dignitaries in the crowd tonight. Well, we had some dignitaries in Boston the other night, didn't we? Bill Murray out there. several others. Drew Bledsoe, the quarterback of the New England Patriots. We saw Eric Kramer, the quarterback of the Chicago Bears, earlier tonight.
I also saw Larry Bird there. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Bulls with a 4-point lead, 5:53 to go.
Shaq is back.
Tony Kukoc in the game also.
Starters on the floor for Orlando, with the exception of Shaw. Hardaway off a high screen from Shaquille O'Neal. 8 to go on the shot clock. Shaq in tight. Pippin got a piece of it. Grant put it back. 14 for Grant. 2-point lead, Chicago.
Horace with a double-double now. 10 rebounds, 14 points.
Jordan against Shaw. Kukoc for a long two.
Oh, he was up to hit the top of the board.
Yep, that's the call. Derek Stafford. Take a look at the points for these three gentlemen when they're on the floor together. When they're not playing together, Pippin just 7 points. Kukoc and Jordan yet to scratch unless the trio is there. Bill Jackson asking for a little clarification on that last shot.
He said it didn't go over, just went up high off the glass. No, here they come down. Chance to tie it. Very patient. You go to the big guy.
There's the double team. Shaw's the open man. For three.
Kill you with it.
Again, he came into this game 0 for 10 from downtown in his last 5 games. But Shaw here in the fourth has hit 2 3-pointers, and the Magic suddenly lead by 1. Michael to BJ, and the pass was partially tipped. Here Anderson to Penny Hardaway. 20
Bulls
for Hardaway.
sloppy and a timeout.
So the Bulls will talk it over. A turn of events that has Orlando on top by 3 with 4:39 to go here in the fourth. Go in the game, and during the timeout, Larry Kriskoviak apparently was ejected from the ball game by Derek Stafford. Larry Kriskoviak, who is
Not played.
mistaken, he hasn't played tonight.
No, he hasn't played.
There's Kriskoviak heading off.
He gets thrown out back to the room, and they'll come up. Penny Hardaway looked like he'll go right up to shoot 2 free throws here. The Bulls had a 4-point lead with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to play. It's a 4:39 here. It's a 9-0 run.
Hardaway has 21 in the game now. Biggest lead for the Magic has been 7 points tonight.
There it is.
Magic lead by 5 now, 95-90.
There's your 9-0 run.
Bill Jackson has a seat on the bench, and the Bulls have their work cut out for them. Coming up on 4.5 minutes to go in the game.
Tony got an earful and not covering on that last time out in the open man.
Jordan was fouled by Hardaway. It looked like reaching in early on the drive. And on Penny, it's only his first personal, second on the team. Orlando, as I mentioned, played last night, beat Charlotte 105-93. Michael Jordan back to the free throw line, yet to score here in the fourth quarter.
Yet to score in the fourth.
Bulls games have been sold out for 8 consecutive seasons, but when tickets become available again, they'll be offered to members of the Bulls season ticket waiting list. To add your name to the list, call the Bulls. 312-455-4000. That's 312-455-4000. Michael 1 out of 2 at the line. 18 points for Jordan. Pressure in the backcourt. Corey Blunt has just checked in. He's at the front of the press. Anderson to Hardaway. Boy, this is well done by Orlando, but Penny didn't finish. Longley to Jordan. Michael against Shaw. Got caught in the air, and Luke Longley didn't turn around. Hardaway, oh, beautiful dish, and Grant with the jam.
The elevation now. Michael's had 2 shots blocked tonight. He doesn't get those blocked. Horace Grant cleans it up. 16 points, 10 rebounds for Horace.
6-point lead, Orlando. The Bulls look a little frazzled at this point.
Yep.
Scottie Pippin. Longley in the lane. Blocked by O'Neal. Magic leading by 6 with the ball.
Come with any soft little turnarounds in there. You better make a good move. Shaq.
O'Neal up high. The foul by Longley.
His sixth. He's gone. History. 8 points. Luke.
Personal foul. Luke Longley is 6.
Well, here's a play where Jordan had the shot blocked and he couldn't come back to touch it again, or was traveling. They come down. Penny Hardaway goes up, makes the move. He sees Horace coming. Here it is. Horace up and powers down.
Bill Wennington reports on in place of Luke Longley, who leaves with 8 points. Fouls out with 3:36 to go. Pippin knocked it away from Anderson. Nick able to recover. Brian Shaw against Michael Jordan. Shaw stopped at the baseline by Corey Blunt. Jordan the steal. He's got 3-on-1 to Armstrong. Pressure in the backcourt is relaxed a bit now by the Bulls. They trail by 4. Brian Shaw up high, Nick Anderson. Shaq down low, double team from Armstrong. O'Neal with 22. 6 points the lead for Orlando. Under 3 minutes to go. Jordan to the lane, draws contact in the foul. Brian Shaw picks up his second personal. That is 3 on the team.
Brian Shaw is second.
Now a 6-point lead. You need any points you can get. Jordan with only 1 basket in the second half here. He had 9 points at halftime. He got a basket. Now he's been to the free throw line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Here he's made 5.
Michael missing on his first. This is his 3rd game of the week, as it is for all of the Bulls. And they'll play a 4th game on Saturday night. So Michael picked a busy week to come back. The Bulls will play tomorrow night in Atlanta. 19 for Jordan to the game. 5-point lead Orlando. 2.5 to go for the contest.
The two teams that are the real playoff contender teams, Indiana and the Magic, give Michael some shooting problems here.
Shaw to Shaq.
You have to switch on every play. I mean, I don't know.
24 for O'Neal. Magic push to 100. Pippin a little too strong. Corey Blunt and a loose ball foul called on Horace Grant.
That's number 5 on Horace.
4th on the team.
Is 5th.
Bulls basketball on the side. Tony Kukoc up off the bench. He reports on for the Bulls. And he gets Corey Blunt. So Tony back on. Corey leaves. Corey only getting sporadic minutes here tonight in this ball game.
Bulls are going to need a lot of work here to keep this team from.
Michael. Shaq the rebound.
To get back in sync against these good teams that play a good defense, the good, strong rebounding teams. They're just killing the Bulls on the board now. 49 rebounds.
And Michael 6 of 22 here tonight. Shaw gets baseline, feeds Shaq. Shaquille looking to pass out. Anderson for 3. Grant keeps it alive to Shaw. The rebounding problems.
Tony does not block out or rebound the play. You got to do one or the other. So Horace taps that ball out. They give him a rebound. He's got 12 rebounds. They got 28 rebounds between their 2 power guys. And that's the way they should be.
The Magic running time now, down to 8 to go on the shot clock. 1:20 for the game.
He'll get a 3. I was just going to say he'll get a 3 off. He does. And there's a
Horace Grant the rebound. Got a foul coming up.
Heads down now by the Bulls. They all got their heads hanging here. It looks like they're in deep trouble. 7 points. So they hung with this ball club for a long time. Actually had 3-point lead coming in, and all kinds of problems putting the ball in the hole. Last quarter blues again. The Bulls with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 field goals in this quarter.
The foul that precipitates the free throws by Grant was on Bill Wennington, his first. 4 on the team now. 1:15 to go in the game, and Horace missing on the first of the line. The Bulls are very fortunate that the Magic are only 18 of 29 from the free throw line. Timeout called by the Bulls with 1:15 to go. Magic by 7, equaling the largest lead they've held tonight.
Larry Kristoviak off the court, asked him what happened to the 2 technicals. He said, I don't know. I wasn't talking to him. Meaning the official said I didn't deserve to be thrown out of the game, did not deserve the 2 technicals. Also, I talked to Judd Bushler, who said the The Magic doing nothing unusual against Michael Jordan. No excessive double teaming, one-on-one play. But when they gets the ball down low, they're double teaming him. But we'll have much more about the locker room, about the post-game show, of course, after the game here on WGN. Back to Wayne and Johnny.
All right, thank you very much, Rich. Bill Jackson a seat on the bench. Horace Grant at the line. Bulls are just 5 of 14 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Orlando 10 of 22 from the field. Grant makes good on the second free throw. He has 17 points in the game. Pippin, nice look. Winning, taken down by Anderson. The Magic dominating the last 3.5 minutes of this ball game.
9 blocks in the game for them now.
Orlando by 8. Under a minute.
Taking time off the clock, and this is not the way they wanted to have the comeback for Michael.
Anderson for 3. It's the way he started the game. Wennington takes the back-tapped rebound. Scottie Pippin on the move. Pip a little stop and go. Pulls up for 3. Ring it up. 18 for Pip, and the Bulls down by 5. 30 seconds remaining. Shaw quickly across, and BJ fouls him on the play. That's the 3rd on Armstrong, 5th on the team. Don't forget, on Sunday, April 16th, when the Bulls battle the Knicks, it is Light Ice Mug Night. First 10,000, 21 and up, entering United Center. Get a Bulls mug, compliments of Light Ice.
75% shooter, Brian Shaw to the line.
Shaw's hit a couple of three-pointers in this fourth period of play that helped ignite the Magic. Take a look at this next free throw by Brian Shaw. As you see Anthony Bowie report on, replacing Horace Grant. His night's work is done. Take a look at it from the Southwest Airlines overhead cam here at the United Center.
Shaw has done a great job in here. The Bulls will take a timeout and talk about it.
A couple of nails in the coffin administered by Brian Shaw. 26.9 to go in the game. Bulls down by 7.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, yours is the earth and everything in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Life is a sport. Drink it up.
Well, the Magic has this one in the bank. 7-point lead with 26.9 to go. The homecoming for Michael Jordan. And he proved that he is human. Still, for almost anybody in the NBA, a night of 19 points, 8 assists, 5 steals, 4 rebounds would be an excellent game. But Michael Jordan will be very disappointed, and Doug, you said it well, he won't sleep tonight.
No, he won't, and Phil won't either when he sees these numbers on the boards. One thing Phil has said is, do we have the ability to retrieve the basketball? Tonight, Orlando, 52-35, out-rebound Chicago, 22 offensive rebounds.
26.9 remaining in this game. Bulls have the ball with 26.9. Nothing short of a miracle would do it, and this is not going to be a night of miracles. As a matter of fact, it's been a night of magic.
See,
Orlando Magic.
I really believe, as we see Michael take it to the basket. Now he exploded there. That was the most powerful leap Michael's had all night.
22 seconds left. Whoa, where did that come from? Hello. Alone. Horace Grant. 106.99, 17.4.
You know what? It was interesting. Before the game, Phil had some comments about Horace. They said, how are you going to prepare for Horace? And he goes, well, I'm not so sure Horace is going to play tonight. He's only played in one of the games against us. We're not going to prepare till we see he's going to play. Phil, Horace played tonight.
Horace played and led this Orlando Magic team to a character-building win under adverse circumstances at the United Center in Chicago, where they were blown out by 32 points the first time they played here this year. And the man who really had the sweet homecoming Chicago was Horace Grant. 19 points, 13 rebounds, 7 of 11 from the field, 7 offensive boards, and Horace Grant is our Budweiser player of the game, and here's Craig Sager.
Well, Michael, with the magnitude of the event, all the attention we received, particularly today and tonight, what did you do to try to maintain your focus?
Well, I just went through my normal game plan. I'm trying to really focus on trying to get myself back into shape and, playing shape and all around. Tonight wasn't a good offensive night for me. I just really tried to do whatever I can other ways, but I'm really, my rhythm is not really good on my offense right now, and it's going to take some time. I realize that, but when I'm on the court, I just have to do other things. Rebound, block shots, play solid defense.
It was a frustrating night at times. It didn't look like you had your jumping ability until that very end. When will you know that you are back? What will have to happen?
I feel it. Right now, I'm really trying to get myself back. That's the purpose of playing these games. I mean, these games will get me really ready down the stretch. But right now, I'm really trying to push myself, especially now in the games. And certainly my productivity is not where I want it to be offensively, but I'm really trying to do whatever I can to help the team.
You said you didn't like shooting in the gym this afternoon. The rims were tight. Third quarter, you had the steal and the big jam. You tried to loosen them up a little bit?
Well, I just tried to score 2 points. Even my legs gave out on me at that particular time, too. But